2-1 in our group. And then we beat Korea Democratic People's Republic.
The stronger of the two.
The North.
In my own opinion.
2-6.
Yeah.
So can we say we are world powers? Conquerors of Korea.
I mean, at this level, I mean, what's left to be said? If you can defeat the teams that you think are the strongest, I mean, the Koreans, any day, I'll put my money down and say they will beat us. And the way we're beating those teams, it just shows. I mean, some of us are still in dreamland. I didn't expect this team to get to the final, but that's it on your screen. The final will be played on Sunday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, and of course, it's going to be Nigeria and Germany. And we're hoping that at the end of the day, we've had a lot, like you said earlier, we've had a lot of things to celebrate in football. We will celebrate. Then top place, I'm happy we're not here. It's going to be France and North Korea. Losers final. Well, it's still enough consolation for them. At least you came, probably you won the bronze. But for Nigeria, it's all about a big one. And I hope at the end of the day, we would get the winner's medal.
So as it was in 2010, so it is in 2014. It was Nigeria against Germany in 2010. The Germans won 2-0 because they were hosting. It was being played on German soil.
And they were
the better side. But this time, they have struggled along the line. Our team has grown from strength to strength, and we feel that we have a team that can match the Germans. And with some luck, we can just go one better. And Yemi, from the first game where people did not really pay attention, you can be sure that the entire nation will be glued to the TV sets on Sunday night to see the crowning of Nigeria as world champions. Mr. President has sent a message of congratulations because these girls have done Nigeria proud. You see the green and the white everywhere. That is what football does to you. And again, it underlines what football means to us as a nation. We've had plenty to celebrate. I mean, to be fair to Aminu Megeri-led board, people argue that we've had a more successful board under Emeka Omerua in the early 90s.
Some have argued that.
Some have argued that. But in recent times, it's not been this good.
Yes. Someone has accused Nigerians of being recklessly optimistic. We say a lot of things about our teams when they don't play well, but once they get in gear and start playing well. I mean, I was going home last night. I didn't get to see the second half. But
you were hearing the shouts.
I was going home. I knew. I mean, everywhere was
that we were scoring.
And you know, and it wasn't just UEFA Champions League. It was Nigeria playing.
Girls, for that matter.
Girls,
under 20 girls.
And it shows you how much we love football. And you're just hoping that what if we can get the kind of structure that these Europeans have. And I mean, the talent is not the issue. We have it here. If we can just get it and get it right. But like you said, under this tenure, we've had a lot of things to celebrate. And I just hope the celebrations will continue.
Yeah, I hope the icing on the cake will be on Sunday when these girls will win. A lot of people on Twitter asking different reactions to whether the NFF did enough for these girls. I must say that yes. I mean, let's give credit to where it is. They did
when
so
it comes
much.
to national teams.
National teams, they do so much for the girls. These girls qualified without kicking a ball.
Yep.
But they went on a tour of the country. They went on a tour of West Africa. And they went on a playing tour abroad. I mean, it doesn't get any better. And I hope that the icing on the cake, as Yemi said, will be winning the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup on Sunday. And I'm sure that a lot of these girls will also make the step up to the Super Falcons, because in a few weeks from now, the Super Falcons will be back on the search for a World Cup ticket in Namibia at the African Women's Championship.
And I'm hoping,
Oshola, clearly.
Yeah, clearly, yeah. And I'm hoping we'll get it right with what we're doing at home, because that'll be a springboard for these girls to launch their careers. Some of us have sat down here and compare them with their counterparts, but those guys have something that they can
fall back on,
you know,
and a structure to build their careers on.
Like I said, you can't jump up; you have to climb. If there's a competition here, if it is well organized, these girls, 10 years, 15 years, they will still be at par with their mates. But once the better years of their life just fizzle out without any competition, without nothing. Like you were talking about
something structural.
Yeah, you were talking about the league where a team is supposed to play 20 matches out of 20, doesn't get to play 10, and all those kind of things.
Things are a lot better now, though.
Yeah.
Many games have been played now.
It could be much better.
But it can be better.
Yeah.
It surely can be better.
I'm hoping that for the sake of these girls, so that they don't just come into the same scenario that, makes some of them, some even have to give up football in the long run. But I'm hoping that the scenario will change so that these girls will continue to see them over and over and over.
All right, time to get you on board. Time for you to talk to us. What do you feel about these girls? What do we do against the Germans? How do we get our pound of flesh off the Germans? They stopped us in 2010. They mustn't stop us this time around. Talk to us. Give us your opinion. A lot of people are reacting already in different ways, commending the girls, praising them, and commending the coach, the unique way they celebrate, they roll on the ground. Yeah. And, meaning that they're not going to roll over, and the opponents should just get ready to be rolled over. Yeah. All right, so that's what they celebrate. And talk to us about it on Facebook, Channels iPhone Sports. Of course, if you want to tweet at those handles on your screen, at Channels_Sports, at Tony Bitoye, which is my handle, we'll be able to also read your comments real time on Sports Tonight. So once again, Peter Dedewo, coach of the Falconets, assisted by Tony Anyila. Many people do not even know that Peter Dedewo is assisted by Tony Anyila, former Super Eagles player. Excellent player, is the assistant coach, and maybe that's why we are seeing those long-range shots, because Tony Anyila was known for those long-range shots in his playing days. Maybe that's why we're seeing Oshoala scoring from 20 yards, Igbenovia scoring from 35 yards. Maybe that's the handiwork of Tony Anyila, but we commend them. Probably is. And we want to tell them, keep pushing forward. It's not over yet. Go one more win, and you are world champions. So congratulations, Nigeria. And when you come back, Mr. President will receive you, I am sure. He has given them the assurance. He has told them, win, I will receive you. Yeah, you will be well received. I wish I'm a member of the team. That's enough. You will be well received. That's enough for anybody. All right, but let's step up. Let's leave the girls. Let's talk about the guys. And this should be worrying. It should be worrying for us, because as we speak, yes, we have named our squad for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers against are we playing Rwanda? Are we playing Congo? Rwanda have lodged an appeal. Yeah, but for now, we are playing Congo. So let's focus on that. Yeah, but okay, it doesn't even matter who we are playing. The issue is we need to talk about our own issues. That man on the screen, it's a given that he should get a contract and continue the good job he's been doing. Winning Nations Cup, leading us to the second round of the World Cup for the first time in 16 years. Well, some people say it's underachievement, but I feel it is something that we can still refer to. Keshi still hasn't signed his contract, and there are talks that Keshi says, I'm getting tired of waiting and waiting and waiting. The discussions about the renewal of contract is getting longer than anticipated. I want 15 million. No, I want 10 million. No, we can only pay 5. It's going on and it's stalling everything. Yeah, I think we should speak to the NFF more. It's sad, but you feel for the NFF. A source was credited as saying that, look, it's not just about agreeing with Coach Stephen Keshi. If we agree, are we going to be able to pay him that amount? You tell a guy you're going to pay him so and so amount, you agree, and in the next 2-3 months he doesn't get his salary. So I think they're looking to reach a stage where both parties can agree. It's not good for the Super Eagles. I must say that. Like Onye was pointing out yesterday, that who selected those guys. Yeah, Keshi did the selection. Keshi, and I think for me, that underlines the fact that Keshi wants to work. He does want to work, but all of this have to be sorted out. No, it's enough distraction. Even teams that performed woefully at the World Cup have sorted out, even the ones that did well. They're not talking about coaches. They're even talking about... They're moving on. They're talking about the next level. And I'm afraid for the 2015 African Nations Cup, because usually our problem is how we start. Once you bungle the first game, you start chasing the group. You keep chasing it, and that was how we didn't qualify. Put pressure on yourself. 2012 edition. And this qualifying series, you really have little time to recover when you start badly. All those games are long. 3 days after, you play another game. 2 days after, you play another game. We're bad travelers. That is one. I hope that has changed. We're bad travelers, and I hope we don't get to bungle it rather. And I'm hoping that probably with the problems that we hope will get sorted out with the NFA, maybe the president or the sportsman probably will step in and get this one out of the way first. Then we'll sort out our problems. Before we close this discussion, I want to ask you, is Keshi deserving of an improvement? It's a no-brainer. It's simple. He does. He deserves an improvement. He does. Yeah. So if he was getting 5 before, the NFF should put something on it. Probably double it. And we shouldn't even be talking about this. Sad. Put something on it for Keshi. We shouldn't be. Yeah, and I think we can resolve this as quickly as possible. I think that's the challenge for the NFF. Please sort this one out quickly before the end of the week, if possible. Sort it out. Let Keshi come back and let us get started for September 6th, when we'll be playing in Calabar against maybe